Going to be having a book talk from one of our Malvern staff members tonight. It's Schandra, our assistant manager, and she's going to be talking to you about one of our books in our collection. So
this is the book I'm going to be talking about. It's called The Little Girl and the Cigarette. Welcome to the future. And by the future, I could mean tomorrow. Open The Little Girl and the Cigarette, and you'll enter a world shockingly similar to our own, like a magic trick made more of mirrors than of smoke. In a brief 187 pages, Benoit de Torture, I probably tortured his name, spins two very different yet interwoven tales, whose most significant unifying quality is how the seemingly insignificant weight of one cigarette can tip the scales of a person's life from one extreme to the next. On one side, a condemned inmate's date with death is interrupted by his last request for a cigarette in a no-smoking prison. On the other, a well-established administrative official's life literally goes up in smoke when a little girl catches him sneaking a cigarette in a bathroom. This is a world where the justice system is so swayed by public opinion that a murderer can become a media darling and a pencil pusher a pedophile. Terrorists have taken over reality television, children run the courts, racism and sexism are ignored as a matter of convenience, but ageism can get you killed. It's an absurd meeting of the stranger and the Lord of the Flies wrapped in an appropriately clinical Pepto paint cover. De Torture, a French writer born in Normandy in 1960, had a background in music but was encouraged by Samuel Beckett to publish his stories, many of which, like The Little Girl and the Cigarette, are set in slightly distorted yet clearly analogous contemporary Western worlds, engineered to unsettle the reader with their acute familiarity. Thanks to Beckett's early support, de Torture went on to publish 15 novels while maintaining a successful career as a journalist and a radio producer. This 2006 Melville House edition was translated from the French by Modern Language Association Prize winner Charlotte Mandel, who also translates for Melville's Art of the Novella series, a delightful collection of read-in-one-sitting classics, which we carry here. The language of news anchors, lawyers, children, and admin translates seamlessly from French to English in Mandel's adept hands. In fact, it is never completely clear if Administration City, the fictional metropolis where the novel's events unfold, is in North America or Europe, a certainly deliberate ambiguity. The Village Voice called The Little Girl and the Cigarette an unfiltered hit of misanthropy that goes down strong and bitter, leaving behind a craving for more. Milan Kundera said, "What I admire most about The Little Girl and the Cigarette, the clarity with which this novel unmasks the fundamental stupidity of our modern world. Indeed, the central character, who cannot be called a hero nor a protagonist, for this story has neither, in the final throes of his catastrophic downfall, identifies himself as not the victim of a conspiracy, but of a natural accumulation of stupidity. This book is offensive, frustrating, and disturbing, but no more so than our own messy world."